This is Alice. Alice is my grandmother. She's the mother of my mother. She's 86 years old and has lived on the south coast of Massachusetts her whole life. As Christmas time nears, it is a good opportunity to reflect on the way traditions and customs have evolved and changed, or maybe stayed the same. So, Alice, what would you say Christmas was like when you were growing up?
It was a very poor Christmas for me and my family.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had 7 brothers and 5 sisters.
So you had a pretty big family.
Pretty big family and very poor, but we had a farm. And we always had plenty to eat. And so we got an orange and an apple for Christmas given by my godparents.
So your godparents for Christmas gave
Yes.
you an apple and an orange.
And that's what we found under the tree.
Were they wrapped?
Yes, they were wrapped.
Okay.
She wrapped them. And she wrapped them from material that she brought from the Gosnell Mill and put a bow on the top to look like presents. But we already knew what was in them. My mother always made fudge for Christmas, and all the vegetables came from the garden.
So you prepared your own food for the holidays?
Yes, we did. And then we went to church that Christmas morning. We all had to go to the Catholic church. It was with St. Mary's Church in Dartmouth, which is still there. And then after the dinner was all over, the girls all got together, cleaned out the table, and did the dishes.
What was the main dish that was served
It
at
was
Christmas?
chicken, right from the farm.
So the chickens that you ate were
Yes.
chickens that you also raised?
Yes. And then after the dinner was over, we all moved over and sat in the living room where we all sang Christmas carols because some of my brothers and sisters were musical. So my sister Marion and I, she's a year older than me, we harmonized the Christmas carols. And my sister Helen would play the piano. My father was on the piano accordion, and my brother Everett was on the guitar. And that's where we spent our Christmas afternoon.
So it was never caroling door to door, it was more caroling inside the house?
No caroling door to door.
But your parents did get a tree.
Yes.
And
always
how
had
did you decorate it?
They decorated for anything they could possibly find. My mother was a seamstress for Cherry and Webb Company. So she used to bring scraps of material home. And she turned these little scraps of material into bows. And the bows, that's what she put on the Christmas tree, was bows and ribbon from material that she got from Cherry and
did you do an angel at the top like how we do now?
Always had an angel.
Always had an angel.
And the angel was made of wood that my father made. And he painted the angel all white.
So was religion a really big part of Christmas
Yes.
as well back then?
Yes.
Do you think that was universal? Do you think almost every family in the community?
In those days it was, yes.
Okay.
In those days it was.
Okay. And how do you feel about the difference between Christmas traditions at that time versus now?
Well, I think this Christmas, children have become very selfish. It's not the same. I mean, they ask for toys. They ask what they want.
Versus toys that you didn't even get when you were a kid.
Toys, and not only that, even if they got the things they got, they still don't appreciate it. Today, we appreciated every little thing that we ever got. And that I think the children miss out on that a lot. Because they take all these things for granted at Christmas. When you're young and you're poor, everything that's given to you,
you have to work for it.
We have to work for it. So I think the generation today is very spoiled and unappreciated of the things that they get.
Do you feel that Christmas is more commercialized now than it was then?
Very much commercialized.
In what ways?
Very much. That's why they start so early. Every company tries to outdo each other by prices. And not only that, now the parents, when the kids are so young, and years ago, when we went shopping, they left us kids home. If my mother wanted to go shopping for anything, we stayed home. She didn't want us to see what we're getting. So I think the parents make a mistake by taking their children to see the toys and everything beforehand. So naturally, the children are going to demand all those things. They're going to ask all those things. And as a parent, you sometimes feel guilty if you can't get it because of the expense. So I think they take the joy right out of Christmas by taking their children to all these toy lands and everything else to show the kids what they want, to tell the kids what they want for Christmas,
Is there anything that you look forward to at Christmas time this year coming up?
do I look forward to? I look forward to a lot of things. I look forward to all my grandchildren being happy and contented.
And how many grandchildren do you have?
I have 6 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. And I like to see them get the little things they want. Not a lot of things. I think if they take all the toys that they get for Christmas and give them hide something away, and maybe after a month, give them another little thing, and maybe February 14, give them a little thing, all these little holidays that come up. Instead of giving them all at once, I think they'd be more appreciate the things that they get.
Is there anything that you had as a tradition in the family when you were growing up that you'd like to see carried on now?
No. Not the way I had my Christmas. No.
And why is that?
Well, because we all had a very sad Christmas. So I don't think the kids today would go through what I went through. I mean, you gave them an apple and orange. You gave them an apple and orange today. With the nerve that some of these children get, they'd throw it at you. They would throw it at you.
I guess that would be a very sad Christmas.
Yeah, yes, it would be.
Okay, well, Alice, we thank you for your time.
Okay.
And is there anything else that you'd like to add that we didn't cover?
No, whatever one you want to ask me, I'll cover it.
Okay.